Hello, how you doing? I thought I'd just come on and do a Facebook Live using this webcam because I thought to myself the lighting looks pretty good, so I thought I may as well do a bit on here. So yeah, here we go. The thing is, do you know like Superman? He used to wear glasses to disguise himself that he was Superman. The thing is, like, if you wear glasses all the time, you get these bloody these bits on here. So when you take your glasses off, it looks like you've got, I don't know, man. It's like skeleton nostrils, isn't it? Yeah, mad. So I'm broadcasting live on Facebook. So if you're on my Facebook, hello, poke. I'm also broadcasting on YouTube. So if you're on my YouTube, I don't know what you do on YouTube, but yeah. So here we go. I'm just going to show you some things that I've been up to. Do you want to see that? Oh, go on then, Okse. Let's do that. That sounds really good. So if you are watching this, acknowledge that you're watching it. Say hello, and I'll say hello back. I'll be like hello, and you go hello, and I'll be like hello, and then we'll say hello, and then how are you? Not too bad. You? I'm alright. What you been up to? Nothing much. Been a pandemic, that kind of thing. And then maybe we could have like a bit of banter. Hey, COVID's a bloody nightmare, isn't it? Oh yeah. So we could do that as well. So yeah. So if you are watching, please say that you're watching so I can react back. So yeah, if you're on Facebook, hello. If you're on YouTube, oh, Logan Paul fighting Floyd Mayweather. What's all that about? So I'm going to show you what my next Graham Hogg's watching. Look, so you go like that. You go. He's watching via the YouTubes. Graham Hogg, very talented artist, cartoonist, same sort of thing. Very, very cool. Very cool. Very cool. So he's watching from the YouTubes. So hello to you. And I'm going to put my iPad screen up. Let's have a look. So if we go like this. There we go. There's my iPad screen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing... what have I been doing? I've been doing NFTs. NFTs, what's that? Non-fungible tokens. What's non-fungible tokens? Okay, so fungible means that if I had a tenner and you had 2 5s, I could swap that. That means fungible. Non-fungible means I couldn't swap it for anything else. Do you know what I mean? So it's non-fungible. So non-fungible tokens is like it allows you to get JPEGs and make them into originals, the original. But like, couldn't you just like screen grab it and then print it out and then it's yours, isn't it? Well, no. So say if I printed out like the Mona Lisa and hung it up in my, I've got it framed, hung it up in my bedroom, and then I turn around to you and I go, do you know what? I've got the Mona Lisa. Come round my house. Come up to my bedroom, which is a bit weird, but come up to my bedroom. Look up there, Mona Lisa. And you'd be like, but Okse, that's just a copy. That's just like a print of it. I was like, no, it's the real thing. It's the Mona Lisa. But we all know that the Mona Lisa is in the Louvre. So that is the NFT. Like a painting is the original. Any prints are just copies, aren't they? So you can actually create a JPEG and attach some data to it, which allows it to be an original. And it also has like a claim of ownership on it, which is pretty good as well. So that's good. So if somebody turns around to you and goes, I came up with that, and you go, no you didn't, I came over here, it's dated, it's got my signature on it, it's, yeah, go funk yourselves. And also what's good about NFTs is that, so say if I sell an NFT, which I have, right, I sold a couple so far. If you sell one, you can, spider. Yeah, so if you sell one, right, the person who owns it, they can sell it on later on. And then if they sell it, you could get 10% of the sale, like a royalties thing. And then if the next person sells it on for profit, you get 10% of that sale, and so on and so forth. So it keeps going down the blockchain sort of thing. So it keeps a record. So you could have royalties coming in from images that you've created. It's very cool. It's a crazy, crazy world. So yeah. So there you go. NFTs. Interesting. Changing the world. You could have like NFT like jokes. You could like write a joke and NFT it, and then nobody can claim that that's theirs. You know, it's good. There you go. So I'll show you the. Hold on, if we go. I'm going to show you my art toy journey. So that's my Facebook. Look, there's me, and there's my friends. They're my friend. Okay, so if we go back to let's see my profile. Okay, so we go here. Oh, that's a funny one, isn't it? Okay, so we go albums. So this is how I found this software called Forger. Forger, what's that, Okse? I'll tell you. It's a 3D software on the iPad. And I did that. That was my first thing I ever created. It looks like Eddie Yates. And it looks more... You remember Eddie Yates off Coronation Street? So, yeah, so I made that. It looks like my mate laugh, actually. And then I made that. There you go. And then I made that, which is like fucking awful. I have no idea what that is. And that was excuse me. That was a Forger. And then I tried to do this, and it didn't turn out that well. But if I was to do it again, if I was to do this again, it would be badass, proper good, and it'd look like him. Then I did this doodle. There you go. And then I printed that out on a 3D printer. My first ever 3D printer, which was the Monoprice 3D printer. It's good at that, but it looks like it's got all lines through it. So I was like, oh. But that was the first time I'd ever sculpted something in 3D and then printed it out. So there you go. And that is this dude here. I don't know who he is. Looks like Mr. Bean from school. It isn't though. And then we got yeah. So then I decided to do a Vivian, and I did that in 3D. Printed that out. Wow, see, that's amazing. It's all right. So I did that, but yeah. Anyway, and I just doodled that. Don't know who it is. Doodle. And then I got 3D printed him. Did a body of him. There you go. This is all during lockdown. This was in July. And there he is, all painted. I wasn't that keen on it because it looks like it's all lines and shit. Do you know what I mean? See all them lines on his head? I really hated that. It used to do my head in. And I tried to convince myself. I was like, oh, it looks like it's wood. It's made of wood. Oh, that's a good... No, it's not. And then I come to this design here. Thank you. So is it very cool? I say thank you very much. And then I come with this design for like a toy, little toy. It's called Fuck the Buff Bear, right? So basically, in America, in the old days of graffiti, right, they used to have like the trains, and they'd have all like graffiti on there, and they'd have a thing called the buff, and basically the buff would like pour chemicals over the train, and it would get rid of all the graffiti, and people would be like, fuck the buff, right? And I thought to myself, hey, that's a nice concept, Oxenbury. You should play about with that, and I decided to come up with this character called Foot the Buff Bear. And I thought to myself, hey, but before you do stuff like that, what you need to do is check out to see if anybody else has been using that phrase or concept. So I wrote, so I went into Google and I typed "fuck the buff bear." Don't ever Google that, ever, because you just get lots of pictures of bears, which is a nickname for big, hairy, homosexual guys, gay guys, and obviously "fuck the buff bear." Yeah, there's all manner of gay stuff, which ain't a bad thing. Do you know what I mean? If you're into that, that's all right. Don't bother me. Do you know what I mean? If you're into that kind of thing, that's all right with you. But yeah, so I don't know what I want to call him. So there you go. Fuck the buff bear, but don't Google it. There's I don't know why I've got that there. So I'm testing out the prints. So I printed out this wolf. Because I found out if you adjusted the settings, because this is all stuff I was learning during lockdown, so I learned that if you adjust the settings you get more crisper characters. So I did this one. It's alright, I suppose. Alright, looks okay, and quality was getting better. And then sometimes when you're doing prints, they screw up. Fortunately this one looks like the Tasmanian devil, so that's good. And then here's another Vivian. So I played about with the settings, and then I come up with this Vivian, and you can see how it's a lot more smoother, a lot smoother. But yeah, still not 100% happy. Not that you're ever going to look at the action figure that close, but you know, it's a bit dirty and grimy sort of thing. So there you go. So we did that. I was it was all right for the time. And for the equipment I had, I was like, oh, it's not too bad, it's not too bad. Okay, so where was I? So there's my, and I bought like a resin printer. And there's all my resin printer stuff. And then I started printing out in resin. Now resin, so basically resin is how it works. There's a vat of liquid, right? There's a vat of liquid. So if you know all this stuff, apologies. If you don't know it, I'm just explaining it to you. There's a vat of liquid, and what it does, there's a platform, and it goes into the resin, and then it raises up and like that, and then basically what it does, it flashes a shape, right? And wherever that light is, it becomes a solid form. Right, and then it ducks down, and then it does it again. So it does it in layers. So you duck down, layer, solid, another layer, solid. Do you remember when? I don't know if you remember when episode 1 came out. They used to have like these like puzzles, and they're made up of like paper slices of various like Star Wars characters. It's like that. So it's like just like layers and layers of slices making up a 3D form. So this was see that one on the white one, that was done in filament, and then this Howard the Duck, which our Joe's got now, was done in resin. Oh my word, look at that baby, look at that, look at the quality of it. No lines, can't see no lines. No lines, and it's just amazing quality. Good. And like the gun. So it was just total change going from like filament to resin. When I use my resin printer, it's for like things. When I use my filament printer, it's usually for things like that I need, like a part or a bit. Do you know what I mean? So I use that for, but honestly the quality on the resin is brilliant. So they got this gun here. Look at the details. Look at that in comparison with the filament one. Filament one, shit. It's good. So yeah, and then you don't get any lines. Absolutely beautiful. Printers nowadays go for about, I'd say about 150. So Graham just asked me a question. I'll rewind that. So Graham just asked me how much are the printers. Now, a printer, the one I've got was about 200 and something, but I think they've gone down to about 180 or something like that. Mine's the Creality LD22R, which is a really catchy name for a printer. And yeah, so, and the resin costs about 37 quid for 100,000 milliliters, I think. Is that right? Yeah, I think it's right. So yeah, and but the thing is, what you have to get PPE. So you've got to make sure that you've got nice gloves, isopropyl alcohol, goggles. Wear goggles, because this stuff is vicious. If you get it on your skin, it can mess you up, and it can also mess you up further down the line, because it can make mess with your body and make it immune. Your immunities mess up, sort of thing, and make you allergic to stuff. But anyway, because I accidentally had my gloves was like had a rip in there, and like this big blister there for ages. Luckily, I bit it out. But it was like, no, it wasn't. I didn't do that. But yeah, it's back to normal now. But it was really, really horrible. It's like a proper burn sort of thing. So yeah, about 180 sort of thing. But as I say, they're getting cheaper. But if you've got kids or animals and stuff, make sure you do it in a safe place. Make sure you have it in a safe place. So there you go. There's Howard the Duck, and then I started painting him, which was really good fun. Yeah. Painting Howard the Duck, doing a bit of airbrushing. That's good fun. And this piece here, this is like where 3D printers are becoming useful. You can create parts for things. It's really good, really good. So this was a part for like a tube vent, and then there you go. There's Howard there. And then I printed this thing out. This one. This is awesome. Like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Can't remember what the artist's name is, but bloody brilliant artist. I made that. I made that myself. There we go. And then from printing this out, I sort of like learned about how stuff works. There you go. And I used like magnets, and there's a Batgirl which I haven't finished. Okay, so when you're creating 3D characters and stuff like that, or anything, you have to create you can create like a base mesh. So I created this, and then I did like zombie character, which got a bit of a hair lip there. That was due to printer. So this was like May 2020, and this is October 2020, and you can tell the difference in my skill set, sort of thing. There we go, there's Zoe, there we go. And sometimes like printers don't always come out successfully. So yeah, I did that one, and that ballsed up. But then I did it again, and they come out all nice. There's me trying to make a vacuum former. There you go, there's Zoe and the zombie all painted up. There you go, very cute. So this was October 2020, this was Boombox Boy. And then there's Samurai Pig there. And there's a Mandalorian. I printed out. It's only tiny things. So I just wanted to have a go at miniatures. Now this was Boombox Boy, the first sort of incarnation. Is that the word? I don't know. This was the first one first draft, and I did all these like little noggins, and I just made it a bit too complicated. too complicated. Look, so you got all these like joints and swivels and stuff like that, and it's like, nah. So I watched a lot of Delicious Again, Peter, and there's lots of tips on there. But look, I knew kind of what I was doing, but you know, I was just overcomplicating stuff really. So there we go. There's that, and that was the first ever print of him. So in the end, instead of having all the joints together, I basically got the joints and like made them into one solid object. So there we go. And this was like a 2-part mould. So that was the first time I'd ever made a copy of something. So there's a resin print there, the one in the grey, and then the white is a copy of it. And the same with that. So that's the resin. The grey one's the resin one, and then I made a copy using this format. So yeah, so I learned how to make boombox boys out of Lurpak. I like that poster in the background. That's a poster that my friend Caroline gave me, and it's basically of like a tree trunk, right? And it's like a tree trunk, and it's like been sawed, obviously because it's a tree trunk, tree stump, and it's got like a tree growing out of it, and it says, "I saw this today. No matter what happens in your life, you can start over." I thought that's very good, so I've got that hanging up over there, which is good. Okay, and then so we've got that. Started to paint. That's the first one I ever painted. Boombox boy, yeah. And then this was me trying to make like a blister. This is a character that I want to do. I want to do like a modernised version of Metal Mickey. There we go. And this was like my mum was always saying, "Oh, why would anybody buy these? Why would they have these on display?" And then I put them up next to her ornaments. There you go. So yeah, this was my first go at doing a blister pack. It didn't work. And this is a Hip Hop Panda. So my printer was printing them out wrong. There was like little holes in there, so I used to go in there. And this is like a rotor casting thing that I created. If you don't know what rotor casting is, basically what it is, rotor casting is... Do you know how they make chocolate eggs? Can you imagine like a chocolate egg shell, and then they pour chocolate in it, and they spin it, and then it becomes like a shell around the surface of the inner mould sort of thing. So I made this thing. It's pretty good and cheap as well. There you go. There's some boombox with different colours. This is a character called Flamehead. More boombox boys. This is my lizard green. This little character I'm going to do. This is another toy I'm going to do. And this one as well, I want to do this. Some salad fingers fan art. And these ones are moulds, like copies that I made. You see all these little bits here. They're cool. And this is an octopus. This is a little toy I want to make. It's just basically an octopus on somebody's head. And this is a guy called Sam Jones Art, the character, his character. There you go. So I wanted to make a little toy, little octopus guy. So cute. There you go, there he is. And then I made like these Peaky Blinders action figure. There we go, look at that, look at that, look at that. There's a boombox boy in situ, and then I made one of Arthur. Alright there, Tommy, alright, how's it going? Alright there, Tommy, I'm alright. I did that 2-part mould. And then some trainers as well. And then this is the latest thing I've done. So this is like a monkey. It's like the Monkey King, but like a modern version of him. So there we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome sauce. So today, sorry if that was a bit boring. I'm working on this. Okay. So this, what's that, Okse? This is Sandy. Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna just talk you through my process. Oh my god, I just talked about that for like 26 minutes. Yeah, okay. So this is Sandy. He's like a fish monster, but I like the whole having like a fish in a fish bowl. I know on Umbrella Academy there's a fish bowl on top of a body. I know, but I think it's a nice concept. So I'm gonna make this into a toy. So I'm gonna make Monkey into a toy. So I've got like this. It's got this Monkey King. I'm gonna make him into a toy. And then we've got this Sandy. This is so in the 80s. There used to be like this TV show called Monkey Magic. I think it was just called Monkey, to be honest. And so there was a monkey, a pig, and what else was it? A pig and a fish monster. Now, as I said earlier, I like the fact that these fish, I don't know what they call them. So the ones deep under the sea. They've got like a doobly-doo, a light. I think they're horrific. So I thought that might be good. Right, so it's got like a light here. But I want to make this called like robotic. But I want to make it modern. Anglerfish, that's the one. So I want to make it sort of like robotic. Anglerfish, that's it. Because I think they look horrific. But I want all these characters to have big trainers. Yes, I want them all have big trainers like this. So one, because I think it's cool, and two, when you stand them, they won't fall over. So this is Sandy. And I know that I think Jamie Hewlett did like a modern version of Monkey. I just realised I've got some stuff to do that I need to get done. But I'll just do this for a little bit. So some little shoulder things, little skulls there, and I think what I'll do is I'll have some scales, and you'd be like, why has it got scales? It's like the pattern. It's quite nice. And that'd be like quite cool on there. To have that embossed into the arms would be quite good. Little webbed fingers. No, I have that. And I've been with a Fitbit. I don't know. No, it's just Fishbit. So he'll have a weapon. I can't remember what his weapon was in there. I think it was like an axe. Or scythe. I can't remember. I think it was a scythe sort of thing. Oh my god, that's looking a bit like a penis. And so it looks like that, like that, like that, like that. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of like Earthworm Jimmy type stuff. That's his weapon there. That's quite mean. So there we go. There's fish. Okay. There we go. So there's Sandy and Monkey. Okay. Now I need to make this as a reference. Anyway, I've just realised I've got to shoot, so thank you very much for watching. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, and all that sort of stuff. Bye!